Uppie, it's One Funny Morning. I'm Dana Blizzard, and it's too early in the morning. This is the dumbest show in the whole world.
From Monday
to Friday. Sometimes on Saturdays.
Why would you say that in front of all these people?
Dean stinks.
You never know what's gonna happen.
That's your Dateline voice?
I don't know.
It wasn't good.
It wasn't.
It's not a chicken leg. This is a chicken leg.
Look at that manhole cover on my face.
Not a bad rendition of me. Hold on.
We know your brother. We'll give you a ride to school or whatever.
That's called
our school
murder
time.
in New Jersey.
He was a lot
Like what is?
with his everything.
Oh,
What's outside your puerta de clima?
that's Stella! Yeah!
Hey everybody, Dina wanted us to show off our favorite places, so I thought I'd show you one of mine. Beach volleyball. Play all summer long, every Thursday night. Now, I'm not that great, but my team is, and we have a lot of fun. Take it away, Dina.
I love that Tanya's special spot is a public area. Girl, your special spot has been seen by multiple men. Wow. Tanya. Wow. Good morning, Gab. Good morning, everybody. Girl, it's a day. It's a day. Hello. I see a lot of people joining us on YouTube. Yeah, look at us. Okay. Are we really surprised that Tanya's special spot is a public area? I don't know. Not really. She's a sharer. She is a sharer. Is that the way you say it? I don't know. So good morning, everybody. It's a beautiful day. I think it's Tuesday. Whatever. Nobody knows. Amy, good morning. Shakendra gonna need a couple days. There you go. So good morning, everybody. Judy, I love it. Says I jumped over to YouTube today. It's so funny because it still says you're on Facebook. I don't want to bust up your vibe, Judy, because I feel like you were like, I'm doing it. I'm gonna go to YouTube, but the icon still says you're on Facebook. Again, these are just baby steps. These are baby steps. It's okay. We'll do it together. So good morning, everybody. Charlene, we're going to work out a lot of the details. So there it is. Did I miss something? What is with YouTube? All right, Tammy. Terry's like, I'm on both of them. Okay. All right, so here we go. Not sure why, but hey, I'll follow the group. LaFive is like, I'm a little behind. Okay, so if you're wondering why everyone's jumping ship to YouTube, we got a lot to talk about. All right, so a lot of things are happening. Let's start there. Let's start here. It's not you. It's me. Are you feeling what I'm about to lay down, anybody? It's not, you didn't do anything wrong. Are these good opening remarks? You're pretty. You're so pretty. So this is what's happening. I didn't practice this, and that'll be obvious in about a minute. I've enjoyed our time together. You know how strong uncomfortable when you're trying to break up with somebody, but they don't know it yet? It's like that. I'd be like, your hair looks great. LaDonna's like, wait, are you joking? Okay, here we go. Okay. After some soul searching and perhaps a large amount of debt, we at OneFunnyMother, a whole bunch of us, what happened was, is that let's talk about the good thing. Let's make the Oreo good thing, bad thing, good thing. Okay, good thing. So we created something wonderful. Okay, and during the pandemic, this was great. And, created a community and a job and wonderful things. Yeah, you're good enough. You're smart enough. People like you. Thank you, Cynthia. And unfortunately, the world, Facebook, said we don't want this anymore. And so on average, in full transparency, when I show up here for this job, I make $3. And you might be saying, that is a lot of money. And it is in certain third world countries. And so this has been, a long time coming. And now, over the course of a week, I could make $15, which is maybe minimum wage in some smaller states. And it's 1 hour of work. Problem is that there is a lot of hours that go into this, and a lot of people that we pay to keep this ball rolling. And it's not just the morning show. It is, the whole of what we do, the money. Yeah. The supporter money has been great. But it only really made up less than half of what we survived off of. And so now, I have stopped taking a paycheck altogether just so I can afford to pay the people that work with me. And I started looking into becoming a dog walker and looking for other part-time jobs, because I do this and then I was trying to do that. And blah, 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 blah. So who knows how I'll end up paying my bills. But either way, it has led to lots of, but here's the best part. The day that I went on the cruise and Stephanie was playing like old videos, we played like throwback videos. Those made $6. So I actually made double when I didn't go to work. And then the one day I had the vertigo and I wasn't feeling well. So I posted a video and I said, no, $3 per live, not per person that subscribed. No, the per person that subscribed, that money, the subscriber money, which I am so grateful for, is, well, I'd say the only reason we've survived this long. But it's not enough to keep the whole ship a-turning. So it's not just the morning show. We're changing a lot of things. The store is going to be shutting down and be migrated over to just one website. There's a lot of things that, that cost us money to just run, even if we don't do anything on them. So it's a lot. And so we've gone through lots of different scenarios and we're trying our best to figure things out. Originally I was like, all right, I guess we're not going to do the morning show anymore. And, I talked to lots of people about it. And, I would say 95% of the people of you that watch are watching on Facebook. And like 4 people are watching on YouTube. And so my friend said, well, why don't you just stream to YouTube so that hopefully this audience will follow you to YouTube. And if the majority of your audience, instead of being on Facebook where they don't have ads, they moved over to YouTube where there is ads, then perhaps we could continue doing the show that way. So that's what we're going to try. I see everybody talking about a crown. I don't know what that means. I'm sure they'll tell us what that means on YouTube, but they're all teaching each other about YouTube right now. I've been trying to watch replays to let the ads play because I thought they generated. Yeah, no, not so much. And so I don't know if moving all of us to YouTube is going to work, but that's really the only option to keep it going, to try to do that. It's funny. We have probably about, I don't know, on average 15,000 people that watch the show every day over the course of a week. But we have a little less than 1,000 followers. So like I think about it like it's we're basically PBS. We're publicly funded. And so trying to figure out the best way to migrate this show over to YouTube, which we will be doing. And by Friday, which is August 1st, the show will only air on YouTube. But being able to still keep the community that we have here on Facebook, after looking at the two programs, YouTube doesn't have the Facebook supporter group chat that we have. And you're more than welcome, thanks Janet, to move over completely to YouTube or become a subscriber on both. But I think that there's something really beautiful about the Facebook page on Facebook. There's just the memes are there, and our voilas will still be there. So we're going to try to keep both. I don't even know how to do YouTube. Ginny, hopefully that you can ask some people here in the chat. You can watch for free on YouTube, but eventually we'll have memberships, which will have other perks in it that I don't know what they are yet. I switched over this morning to YouTube. It's easy, said Beth. And then, yeah, there's like something where we can make our own. And they did this at Facebook years ago, but then they stopped doing, where we can make our own emoji. So, well, all of ours would be dirty, but you can make your own icons. So like, all of our icons would be dirty. Like a chicken leg. You will still be in TikTok. I'm not really on TikTok very much. Yeah, I'm sure somebody will post a YouTube tutorial. I can't seem to get the notifications to work on YouTube. Christina said, you're doing a great job and YouTube is easy to navigate. So hopefully that will be the case. So there's a lot of things that will kind of be shifting a bit. We'll probably only do a half-hour morning show on YouTube. I don't know. The supporters would have to pay for YouTube and Facebook for a while else. So you can watch the morning show for free on YouTube. There will be a membership that has other perks, just like the perk over here is Voila. I don't know what they are yet because I haven't made them up. But you can watch for free anytime you want on YouTube. I would just say that, I don't know how long I'll be able to survive on YouTube. If, again, the reality is that, if I'm not doing, I was talking to Missy and Missy was like, listen, you have to make money, right? If you go on YouTube, just look up OneFunnyMother, you'll find me. She's like, listen, Dina, I know you enjoy it. And I do. I know all of you must enjoy it or you wouldn't be here. But I enjoy doing the morning show. I guess it's just been 5 years of something that we grew. So it's sad to me to be here and just feel like, this is all, because going away. But you know, it's just I feel like we put a lot of time into it, and our whole team really we always keep the show going for subscribers. Um, I'm gonna try to keep the show going until I realize that I can't afford to not have a real job somewhere. I don't know. I don't know. I don't have all my answers. Like I said, I was going to just say we're going to stop doing the morning show. But after talking with some people, um, you know, I'm trying to figure out how to do that. You know, Missy was like, listen, I like playing with puppies every day. But if I'm not getting paid to play with puppies every day, I can't play with puppies every day. And I was like, well, that's true. Yeah, girl with the dogs just posted that Facebook isn't paying her channel either. Yeah. I mean, yeah, content creators make a lot more money on YouTube. Yeah. Um, so, you know, I don't know. I don't know if it works on YouTube, but I feel like it's a better move than not doing it. And so we'll try to do it. Um, I have stopped taking a paycheck from my company altogether because we've accumulated debt because these numbers have been going down for probably 2 years. And I don't know. I feel like I have been trying to consistently make it come together. And I was like, no, 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 this is just for a short time and I'll start doing this. And I mean, that's kind of the hard part. And whether it's this or stand up, you know, I think that the idea of being a supporter, you know, whether here or on YouTube or anything for any people, whether it's comedians or artists of any kinds or this, is that you know, it's hard. There's no consistency to it. There's no 401k. This is, but not this live. Are you? I am on live on YouTube right now, Holly, but it's going to say that in the replay as well. So, yeah. So the store is going to close down for a bit. I know that the girls have been working on trying to. If you'd like to use your OFM bucks in some capacity, those will be going away. But if you had a certain amount of them, you might have been eligible to turn them into some free months of open mic. So if you would like to use those, you can and join us for a month or two and see if it's something you might like to do. Yeah, Missy's like, wait a minute, we don't have a 401k. Missy, I meant to call you later. I just found out last night, and I was positive nobody told you. That's gonna hurt in a couple years. 3. And so also trying to figure out, you know, we'll still be doing Tipsy Tuesday. I'm not sure which platform it'll be on, or both. I'm not sure, but Tipsy Tuesday, listen, Tipsy Tuesday, when I stopped doing that show, you know, I've lost it. I have given up. I'm like, nothing can happen to Tipsy Tuesday. So Tipsy Tuesday is going to stay on Tuesdays. Open mic is moving to Sunday nights at Tanya time, which is 8:00. And she can't wait to go. And which is hopefully going to leave me some more time during the weeks. Are there comments on YouTube Live? Yeah, Carrie, I can see both of them here, but I know, like, if you're on Facebook, you can only see Facebook comments. If you're on YouTube, you only see YouTube comments, but I see everybody's where I am. So how do you convert points? If you had enough eligible points, Denise, you would have gotten an email. So check your emails. It's going to be a big for me not to be able to comment. You're able. What do you mean? I can see your comment. What does that mean, Shakira? Why Sundays? So, you know, both Missy and I, who doesn't have a 401k, we're old. We're old ladies. And, even starting to see in the comedy world of just, trying to get our faces out there and trying to make a commitment to going to New York midweek. There's not any great shows on Sundays, but on Wednesdays and Thursdays there are shows, and we should probably try to get on them. So, I was saying last night to the supporters that, 3 years ago, I decided to make some decisions for myself. Um, and I think any woman in a situation that might not be good or healthy um, has to make a decision to blow their life up a bit um, and start over, and things get crappy. Um, and then they get better. And I definitely think that, Jason and I just celebrated our third anniversary, which was exciting. But I think back to where I was in my life when I met him, and it was okay. It was better than it had been the year prior, but I think there's some points in your life where you've got to blow things up, and you realize things aren't working, and so I'm in a good place now, and personally, and so I guess I'm like, all right, well, it's time to blow this up and see see where I am, and see where we are in a year. So I don't know. I don't know what all of it means. I just know that there's going to be a lot of changes, and you're going to be okay. And I'm going to be okay. And Missy won't have a 401k, and that's going to be hard for her. And yeah. Um, so yeah, I'll just say that I appreciate all of the supporters that got me here. It was just amazing. And hopefully, you'll stay with me for this next part of the journey. Deb, this is going to move to YouTube. So starting Friday, August 1st, we will be only live on YouTube. And we'll put some notes on Facebook with a link so that people can start to migrate over and try to remind people that that's happening. Somebody just asked about trips. The trips are also on hold. The trips were so amazing. I don't know, maybe you know from following other creators, but I think that what we did with our trips, I don't know anybody else that was doing it or doing it as well as we do it. And I give kudos to my entire team, and Wendy and Chris and Steph and Michelle and Jeff and Andrea and my mom and all of the people that just really felt like coming out of the pandemic, it was important to bring people together, and we just got better and better at it. And we can't reply to each other on YouTube, correct? I don't know. Yeah, somebody can answer. So while we had a real commitment to those trips, and they were wonderful, they were not something that made us a ton of money or anything sustainable, or anything that produced cash flow. It really paid just for itself, which were great. And we do have an idea for something perhaps in fall of next year. And maybe with a little bit of a break, it's something we can kind of keep throwing around. It's a little bit different than what we've done in the past. Why not just stay on both if it doesn't cost you money to stay on Facebook? So I was saying, Carrie, is that let's say there are 100 people watching, and 95 of them are watching on Facebook where no ad money is occurring, and 5 of them are watching on YouTube, and we make a little bit of money, but not much, because everybody's watching over here. So we're going with this idea that if we take these 95 people, move them to YouTube, YouTube will see that there are more people watching and perhaps start to put more ads on that side. So it's like Facebook is getting content and getting all of you watching, but they're not paying for me to be there. Does that make sense? If we take 100% of our watchers and move them to YouTube, then you know. But if people are paying for themselves, why not keep the trips going? You get to travel and everybody gets to be together and be happy it's paid for. Kimberly, there's a whole team of people and weeks and months of planning that has to be paid for. Like I would love to believe that, yeah, if they're all paying for themselves and I get a free trip, that's not, it's about your time and your energy. And would you spend weeks and weeks doing something? I can't even finish the sentence. You can't. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, if I was in a financial situation to just keep working this hard, and make no money, but I got a trip out of it. Like I have bills to pay. It's just, I would love to do that if I was in a situation to do that. I mean, if you want to do it, you can plan it for all of us. You're going to need to quit your job. I don't know. I think this is why I wanted to just be honest with you, because I don't think that people, and I don't know why you would understand. Like, it's not part of your business. Yeah, those contractors are working for free in the yard. And the reality is when we looked across everything, that was the majority of what we were doing, right? Is doing things that that are for the good of our community. But at the end of the year, when my taxes are due, you're like, why is that the number? And so the things that make me money would be stand up, writing a book, publishing a book. My Airbnb stuff, I know I was late yesterday, but honestly, without running all of these Airbnbs, it would be very bad. So I think I just need a reset. I'm still trying to figure out what that looks like, and I appreciate your patience as I figure it out. And maybe I'll have some time to do those short videos that I've talked about, and maybe we move to YouTube if the numbers don't really change much. Then maybe we say, hey, we'll do the morning show 2 times a week, and the other 2 days, then I can just do whatever people do to make money. So that's it. You have some nerve trying to make a living, Dina. Ridiculous. Can I go back and see comments during a replay? That is a great question, Shakendra. Is that a thing? Do you do that a lot? I don't know. Can you increase the subscriber amount on Facebook? I don't know. I don't know. But I wouldn't want to do that. I think that, to me, what we've created with the subscribers on Facebook, and those are the OGs that have been with us forever. It's a wonderful and affordable place to be part of our community, to get to see Jody's memes, to, be able to talk about things that happen here on the lives and celebrate people's birthdays and get asked for prayers for something. You can also rewind on YouTube on a live versus here you cannot. Oh, good, Kimberly, thank you. Yeah, YouTube is better, said Carla. You just have to get used to it. My favorite is you can pause it while you're live and have to go work and then pick up where you left off. And yes, Shakendra, you can see comments on replay. Okay, Carla knows things. What Airbnb do you have besides the shore? So I, starting in October, my renters that are at my house will be moving out. And so I'll be turning that into a year-long rental. So I've got to get that house ready and get my stuff, officially moved over. And then finishing the carriage house and, all of those are, supplemental income, but it's so much work. Andrea knows. I feel like every time Andrea was at the shore, there was a contractor tearing apart the house for some reason. And every year it happens. And so, I have to put money out for that stuff. And then I'm like, I got to figure out. So, again, it's just another business where you're like, part of me just wants to go work at like Walmart where like I just get paid and nobody will call me and say, your plumbing's broken, it's $12,000. You know what I'm saying? When you're tired of being in charge? That. So, it's a whole thing. So, how will Cooking with Di work? So that will still be a Facebook perk of being a supporter. So, so I'll do pop-ins on the subscriber page, and we'll have Voila there. So there's still some really great content. I enjoy doing the Voila with my mom, and she usually brings extra food. I'm going to have to get my hand mixer back. Yeah, time to get my mixer. So right now, I don't like that we can't reply directly to comments over here. You mean, Emery, like if Denise commented, you can't say at Denise and then answer? Is that what you mean? So, thanks, Ren. Yeah, so nothing will happen on Facebook, even in the server. No, Alice, I'm gonna. Is that? Oh my gosh, I called you Alice. Who's Alice? Not that your name isn't Lovely, but you're LaFive. So nothing will happen on Facebook. So yeah, I'm interested to see what's gonna happen with Facebook. We're gonna post something. I don't know what. I imagine I'll start doing some more shorts on there because I don't know who follows me on Instagram. So I'm not sure. I don't know. So Christina's like, I'll join you at Walmart. As far as the replay chat comments, it's something Dina has to designate. Some creators turn off, some leave the comments. All right, good to know. This doesn't show who is a reporter and who isn't. My YouTube name is different, and I'm crazy. Hope is your soul, lady, and Bob's different. Yeah. I'm on the precipice of making a career change in my life, so I know how hard it is to reach a decision. Yeah. Are you going to get your own house? Girl, I'm sitting in it. No, Jason and I, we're pretty serious. He gave me his Letterman jacket, and I don't know. I see myself hanging out here a bit. Yeah, Shelly. Yeah, Shelly's like, I'm done being a general contractor. I'm tired of being in charge. I would like to just sit back and people go do that. And I go, okay. That is not what I've chosen. And so I am trying to figure it out. Thanks, Dragaya. What's happening? I missed it, said Sharon. Sharon, you're gonna need to go back and watch the show. I put it's time. I put Uppie. It's time for a family meeting. Mm-hmm. I've had to do this with my home business. The running of the business was costing me more money than I was bringing in. So now I'm working full time and closing my business. Well, yeah. I don't want to do that. I don't know how you were able to make that meringue without a mixer. That's amazing. Let's celebrate the things that are going well. Listen, apparently I am a great mixer. And if that was a full-time job, I would have great arms and a side hustle. So after helping Wendy's, even the very little I did, I appreciate how much work goes into these trips. The amount of money that goes into the planner's pocket comes close to what we paid in the real world. Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot. And, I think that was the hard thing is that, it was crazy because, we talked about it. We have our weekly meetings and staff was like, all right, so what do we do? What do we have to do to get these numbers up? I said, Stephanie, our numbers are amazing. That's what's so crazy. If you look at our insights, we have 1 million views every month. That's crazy. Like, we're good at what we do, and I'm so proud of our team. It's just Facebook has made the decision that it doesn't want long form content. It's not going to work with creators to support it, and so eventually, long form content, I guess, will all move to YouTube. Because YouTube's like, bring whatever you got over here. Yeah. We're going steady. He gave me his Letterman jacket and his class ring. And so I do, and I said to him, I think that when him and I met, and there were so many things that were so crazy in my life and unsteady and uncertain, and I think we were still getting ad revenue at the time. And so it was a good place at the time. Choosing to blow up everything that we've created is a really hard decision, and one that I have thought about for weeks and weeks. And so I'm trying not to be rash. I'm trying not to blow up something that doesn't need to be blown up, which is why we're trying to make this concession of, do the move to YouTube first. But I said to him, like, I don't know that I would be so apt to now blow up my career and what we do if I didn't have a steadiness with him. It's really hard. It's really hard. This business is hard. And I feel very blessed. And I want to say it again to everybody that has supported me through this. Any woman here that's gone through a divorce, I think the hardest part is how are you going to support yourself? And I think it's amazing, and I'm sure Missy will agree, there's not many of us that can make our full-time living through comedy. It's not a thing. And you have met so many people on our show where some of them are doing it full-time, some of them are doing it part-time, and I feel blessed that I've been able to have a career in stand-up and not a job. But to be going through a divorce and be able to know that I could make those steps because of all of your support was amazing. And so, I'm glad we did that together. But, the next thing is, really figuring out. I've never done a Tonight Show. I've never taken the chance to do auditions. They're gut-wrenching and all of the things. So I'm just gonna blow it up a little and let's see where we land. Yeah, what the heck is going on? Say, Teresa, this is what happens when you show up late on a Tuesday. I'm surprised it took you this long to make the move to YouTube. So many I follow have had no choice but to switch. Thanks for hanging on so long. Now it's time to do what's best for you. Yeah. I mean, I think that is the other thing is, we've accumulated debt trying to figure it out. And I was like, okay, just can't. And my mom was like, why don't you wait till September? I said, Diana, it's a gaping hole. You can't do it. So, it was time to just kind of pull the Band-Aid off. Dina, look into super chats and stickers. Okay. I'm very new to YouTube, which is probably my problem as well. Is this an April Fool's joke? No. I know, Jennifer. Whatever happened to my big movie role where I played newscaster number 4? That, I don't know when it's coming out. And that's going to change things. Someone's going to see me as newscaster number 4 and be like, did you guys? No, not number 3. She was horrible. 4. Did you see her? Amazing. Let's get her in Brad Pitt, opposite Brad Pitt. And I'll be like, no, I can't do it. I'm with Jason. Oh, it's funny. Yeah. So we'll see. So, the point of all this, is to say that you're pretty, and this doesn't mean that we're not going to see each other anymore. What are things people say when they're breaking up with you? And they're like, things aren't going to change. You're like, things are changing. It's going to be the same as it always has. It's not going to be the same. And you're like, that's not true. And be like, but I do have a box of your stuff I need to give back to you. Like that. You know how the signs are there? And you're like, it's not you, it's me. It's not you, it's the government. That wants me to pay taxes, which, just so you know, are very low when you don't make a lot of money. You know what they said this year? You keep it. We'll get you next time. It's fine. She said, you need breakfast? Like that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, to the left. Yeah, we're divorcing from Facebook. We're going to stay friends. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, you're all lookers. Okay, keep it in mind. You're pretty. People like you. You was kind. What is it? You was pretty. You was kind. What did she say? Mm-hmm. So we'll see. So we've got a couple days to move over to YouTube. So I'll keep looking. I can see the icons of when are you switching to YouTube? So we're on YouTube now. So you can start. You had me. You're pretty. No, the peacock is on its way back. That's how you knew. That's how you knew we were breaking up. The peacock is coming back. You was pretty. You was kind. And you was important. Mm-hmm. You was smart. You was kind. You was important. All of it. You're so pretty. Yeah. You got friend zoned over to YouTube. So yeah. So we're live on YouTube now, obviously, because half the people are watching there. But starting August 1st, which is Friday, you will no longer see this show on Facebook. But no, I don't have it back yet, Patty, but it's on its way. And like I said, if you would like to cash in your OFM bucks, I think you had to have 1,500 points or more in order to cash it in. But if so, then you'll get a code sent to you and you can send for open mic. So maybe Maybe this is God's way of saying, you know what? We're going to do some different things. We're not going to cry, Mary Ellen. I cried last night. It's fine. We're fine. Onward and upward. I don't know how many times I've said this to myself. Onward and upward. I say it while I cry and I go on. I'm going to start therapy. But it's fine. Sometimes you got to blow stuff up to just, then we'll, yeah, I'm not married to Facebook. Yeah, I could go with a different boyfriend. Oh, it's 1,700. Wendy's here. 70. If you had 1,700 OFM bucks, you would have gotten an email. If you think you have it, check your email, check your spam. So do I stop subscribing? I'm not going to tell you what to subscribe to, Shirley, but I will tell you this. On Facebook, if you continue subscribing, you will still have access to the wonderful community there, to the chats that are happening there, pop-ins there, and voila, twice a month. I still think there's some great value to it. Obviously, I might be slightly biased, but I think it's great. YouTube is membership, which I haven't set up yet, is going to offer some other perks. I don't know what it will be, but yeah, I don't know. So I think after the live to hit like again on replay, but I could be wrong. Yeah. X out of the chat and hit the thumbs up. I know. So morning show YouTube as of Friday. Voila, Facebook subscriber page. Other perks at some point on YouTube. That is correct. Thank you for saying it that way. So we'll keep you updated. So does Facebook basically keep the $5 we get nuts? No. So Deborah, well, that was interesting. No, we do get some money from there, which again kind of helps to pay for things. And that money, it really depends on how you subscribed. And I don't know if it's the same on YouTube. If you're subscribing through your phone or Apple takes a third of that money. But if you, and then Facebook takes a third, so I end up getting a third. If you subscribe directly through your computer, then we get more of that money. It's really weird. It took me years to figure that out. I don't know how it is on YouTube, because I haven't said anything up there. So, but however you choose to support, we appreciate. And think of us as like PBS. A lot of publicly funded programs are not in a good way. So we got to do this. This is like, if you like it, if you watch us more than Netflix, maybe we think about becoming a subscriber. And finally on YouTube, you look fabulous. Thank you. YouTube takes 40% from super chats. It's better to use a PayPal link. I don't know what that means yet, Lisa, but I thank you. You can subscribe on YouTube for free. If you become a member, that's when you pay. Exactly. Yeah. Do we unsubscribe and resubscribe? You can do that, yes. Oddly, I do pay $5 a month to PBS. Yeah. So you could subscribe and watch the show for free. Yeah. Does YouTube let you watch replays? Somebody said they do. That they do that. If anyone is looking for a group trip, there's always Saskatoon. You have to make your own meals and wash your own dishes and play with the dog. Yeah. So that's it. That's where we are, everybody. That's what's going on in my world. So we're gonna be positive. Okay, we're gonna tell each other we look great. and that's it. And God's got a plan. He's got a different plan. And we just gotta open up some space so that we can receive it. Mm-hmm. And YouTube probably won't dump all the morning shows after 5 years, like Dumb Facebook did. So there's that. They do have replays because that's all I could find at first, said Barbara. Yeah, my dad used to donate to PBS. After he passed away, he was part owner of a rhinoceros. Coolly, I would like to hear more about the rhinoceros that you inherited. So will there be a morning show on YouTube or just tips? Joni, we're going to try to just starting Friday. We're just on YouTube and we're just going to try to function that way and see what happens. We'll give it a month. We'll give it a month on YouTube and we'll say, let's see if we can make more than $3. You know, if I had a coffee a day, I would be in the hole. I would owe myself $1. And just keep in mind, I make more money when I don't talk. I'm going to just go to my mom's every day and take video of her dancing. And because she's killing it. She could retire to Boca with dancing money, which is a reality I have to live with. Mm-hmm. I am, Kathy, but we're going to be on YouTube. Just go back and watch the show. There are a lot of, Kelly, I don't want to tell you to cancel anything, but I would keep your Facebook subscription for now, and let's see what the world says. You know, I know who doesn't love a good Diana dance. So there's that. I belong to fitness channels and it's worth the $6.99 each month. Way better over here. Look, Sue Tonarelli is Miss YouTube. She's going to be our YouTube guru. Sue's like, girl, I've been here the whole time. Sue's living a life over there. Mm-hmm. You can share the link to the show to get the algorithm push out. I will, Lauren. I don't know if I saw it, Ren. Who's Ren? Ren, who are you on Facebook? Because I feel like you know things, but I don't know you by Ren. Yeah. Beth, somebody did mention Substack for your newsletter and recipe. That's interesting. Well, maybe I can do that. Mia's like, I love YouTube. Been here for a while. All right, Mia, we're coming in. Make room. Scooch over. Mm-hmm. Mooney says, I'd follow you all the way to hell. That's the nicest thing anyone said to me. Mooney. Oh, Renee. Oh, got it. Okay. So, all right. I just got here 5 minutes ago. What about open mic? Sundays at Tanya time. But, this Brian. All right. The real shallow. I'm going to have to get used to your names on YouTube. Y'all different people. You got your alter egos on YouTube. They have different tiers. I know, Sharon. That's what kind of overwhelmed me. There's different tiers, and I don't know. I don't know enough about YouTube yet, so I haven't set up any tiers. Put all the past Walas on here. I wonder if I can, for the people that are, this is just a tech question. For the people who are on YouTube, so this would be Sue and Mia or anybody that already follows people. If I uploaded the Walas and I put them in a tier, could I make it so only like a certain group of people would have access to the past Walas? Is that a thing? I'm just trying to figure out ways to like, you know what I mean? I don't know. We did download all of them, Mary Ellen. Yes, you can make member only videos. Thank you, Sue. All right. It's lost. Oh. Wonderful. Hold on. What's happening? YouTube, are you still here? Can you post them on the supporter page? No, we can't. No, and I don't trust Facebook. There's only video. All right, hold on. Hold on. This is my thinking face. I think I just lost YouTube. Yep, all YouTubes. Does each tier cost different money? Yes. Yeah. Okay, I gotta go fix it. I don't know. Of course, now that everybody moved to YouTube, it's like YouTube isn't working. This is just gonna be a lot. All right. I'm gonna go. If you see the YouTube people, just say we got a little blip. These are the blips. Just gonna call it a blip. Yeah, we're still on YouTube. I have you on YouTube. Barb, can you go in and write YouTube? Dina got some stuff to figure out. I don't even know what this means. Hold on, let me see. All right, hold on. I think I fixed it. Hold on. Hold on. Save it. Hold on. What the what? Oh my gosh. This is like too much right now. Okay, it's fine. This is what it's like when you're starting over. Okay. All right. This better work. Oh my gosh. All right. I'm not gonna be able to fix it here. Okay. I'm still. You may not see us, but we see you. Really? Okay. We're just gonna go, and I'll fix it later. This is the face of somebody starting over. They say they still see you. Okay. All right. I'm gonna fix it. It's fine. We're still pretty. We're still pretty. Okay. It's fine. All right. We're gonna try it again. And if you get a chance today, move yourself over. So hopefully, eventually, everybody will be there by Friday. Okay. Thank you, Sue. Sue, that's fine. Thank you. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. This is just stuff. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. And onward and upward. All right. And Tipsy Tuesday will be very tipsy. Please come prepared. Okay. All right. Thanks for watching. Like Judy from Saskatoon and Good Time Andrea say, it's time to move to YouTube. Judy's like, I have never said that. She says it all the time. So we're looking forward to it. New year, new you. It's not a new year. New August, new you. That's a saying. So be prepared. Looking forward to it, everybody. And yeah, see you tonight. Thanks for watching and the support. And I'll see you soon. Bye.
Hey guys, if you enjoyed today's morning show, make sure to follow us for more One Funny Mother content.
Okay, all right. Morse code is tapping.
And check out OneFunnyMotherStore.com for great new inappropriate swag. And for more exclusive content, consider becoming a supporter.
She got a bad leg.
Thanks again, and we'll see you tomorrow on One Funny Morning.